What's going on, everyone? Joe here with Good Old Scratch Custom Apparel. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Before we get started, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, the bell, all that fun stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to start this video by saying a bold statement. What if you had an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin 5-10 years ago? Would you do it?
Hell yes.
So I'm going to correlate that to print. If you had a chance to get into new innovation before the curve starts, it gets super popular and saturated, would you? Probably. And that's the way I look at DTF today. Right now in 2025. For me, I've already had 4 years of knowing about DTF because I was in the industry. So I get naive sometimes. I think everybody knows about the latest and greatest technologies, but it's just not the case. So DTF...
Hell yes.
Direct-to-film is still so new. I feel like I talk about it obviously on this channel incessantly, that everybody knows about it. But when I talk to people in person or talk about what I do with decoration, nobody knows what DTF is, or they're unfamiliar with it. They may have heard of it before.
DTF.
Oh, I love it.
But not in the way of a business. And that's usually or mostly what I like to talk about in these videos, to try to help you guys watching these videos start your business or scale your business up. So I look at DTF right now as getting into Bitcoin early.
Okay.
In this video, I'm going to talk about why direct-to-film is one of the more underrated, untapped opportunities in the custom garment decoration industry, and why it's a perfect time to get in before the floodgates open. Like I said, all sorts of different decoration has been around for a long time, from screen printing to sublimation to heat transfer vinyl to all sorts of other decorative ways. And then when you mention DTF, some might say DTG, and that's direct to garment, still relatively new, even though that's a technology that's been around for like 15 years now. But DTF is still confusing a lot of people, and I get the confused looks when I say DTF. And that's the advantage. While most are still stuck in a traditional or slow process of decoration, this is where DTF gets to excel under the radar right now still, and showing vibrant colors, ease of use, longevity, minimal limitations on what you can apply to, and again, no cutting, no weeding, no pre-treatment. What else can you ask for?
Got him. We f***ing got him.
All right, let's run down a list real quick to check off. For the ones that are questioning, what fabrics can it go on? Name it. Cotton, polyester, blends, canvas, so on and so forth. And if you have a UV setup, which is out there, you can also do things that are not heat applied onto apparel. So you can do cups and mugs and all these other things with DTF. You just need a different setup than what I have. The feel, soft, flexible. The colors, bright and bold. The detail, better than vinyl and easier to use than screen printing.
Ah, new print. Little, yellow, different.
All you need is a printer, a powder shaker, and a heat press, and you're all set. People want a lot of things customized. They just don't know how to do it or how to go about doing it. That's where you get to help them out. So people that have small businesses, or they have a family reunion coming up, or they're part of a team, or they're a creator or an influencer, or they have a fundraiser. People also want these products, or they want their custom garments decorated fast. DTF lets you serve that market without having a massive overhead. So you can have a setup in your basement or your garage or a bedroom and still look like a full-scale print shop. And here's the kicker. You're not just limited to t-shirts. You can do hoodies, aprons, bags, hats, sweatpants. And like I said, if you have a UV setup, you can do other substrates. That's just on you to figure out if that's what you want to offer your customers with DTF as well. The versatility is unmatched, which means more services, more customers, and more streams of income. Most people are still cutting vinyl. They're outsourcing their transfers, but they're not looking local. So they need a reliable source that they can go to that has quick turnaround, quality product, and no minimums.
I hate this guy.
This is how you stand out. This is how you build loyalty. This is how you grow without competing on price alone. As somebody that has a channel that talks about DTF quite a bit, I want to let you know that the secret isn't going to last forever. And again, this is what my objective is in having a small channel right now that hopefully will grow into something. But you guys are hopefully riding the information train right now about direct-to-film, and it's hopefully enticing you to think about getting into this market, because it's not going to last forever. It's growing exponentially every year. As I check in with friends of other companies, most of their business model is starting to grow into DTF for their customers. They offer either the machines or they offer the services to do the transfers. But again, this is a great opportunity to get started for those that have been in the small business world and are looking to scale up or start to appeal to a wider audience. I'm telling you, this is entirely a different experience as somebody that's done vinyl for so long that even locally with the setup I have currently, I've been able to cater to so many newer customers. And it isn't just fulfillment of the apparel itself, it's just printing the transfers, which I've talked about over and over again, that if you do offer just the transfers, it technically has more margin in that. And most people that you probably affiliate with or may know have a heat press or can get access to a heat press. And once they have that, that's fine. They can go and press them onto the apparel themselves. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start.
Gay!
So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Like I said, it was a bold statement, but I started thinking of like cryptocurrency and where we're at today. Because I remember when Bitcoin was $2,000, probably like 15 years ago. And look at where it's at today. And I knew that this technology with DTF was going to only scale up from when I first heard about it in 2021, and to see where the technology has gone today is just further than anything else I really have seen. So if you are looking to get into it, it's a great start right now with what is available today. And I talk a lot about the Prestige R2 Pro and the Miro 13 Max Powder Shaker, two pieces of equipment that completely cover everything you need to get started with DTF. And if you want to look at all the previous videos I've done before, I have a lot of it where the printers are in action. You get to see for yourself. And I wish I had more testimonials from customers that I've supplied for. I haven't had one complaint so far. It's been a great experience with it, and it's very user-friendly, and I would recommend it for anybody that is looking to get into their next step for their business, which might be DTF. So if you are looking for that setup, check out the link that's in the description below. If you had any questions along the way about why DTF is still a secret, or the process of it, or anything like that, leave some questions in the comments. For those that have a DTF right now, also leave a comment about the thing that you love the most about your setup, or maybe a good story with a customer that has enjoyed your services. And yeah, if there's anything you want to see in future videos, I always like to leave that open to the audience, of course. And if you want any of my services with my setup, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you out. If you want some transfers, if you want something or things decorated, please let me know.
You gotta slide into the DMs. It's been so long since I slid into the DMs.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and keep being a rock star.
I was thinking quite a lot about one thing in particular, like I needed to belong. I never